I want you to breathe all this in, breathe all this in.
And I gotta stay high all the time. And I gotta stay high all the time. And I gotta stay high all the time.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car, and I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Et salut à tous les gamers et gamers, j'espère que vous allez tous très bien. C'est Undervalcause, voilà, pour la première fois que je parle. Voilà. Je voulais parler pour la dernière vidéo, la fin du jeu Remains of Edith Finch. Voilà. Je l'ai tellement kiffé le faire en vidéo, je vais pas vous mentir, franchement j'ai vraiment adoré. Je l'ai fait en vidéo, je l'ai complété, voilà. Mais je vais vous le refaire une deuxième fois en vidéo tellement que je l'ai adoré. Je devais le faire parce que c'était un jeu franchement que j'ai adoré de la part d'Epic Games qui ont mis sur la boutique. Franchement c'était excellent quoi. C'était l'un des meilleurs jeux qu'ils avaient pu mettre sur la boutique par rapport à l'histoire. C'est vrai que le jeu est un peu bizarre, dans un environnement un peu creepy on va dire vite fait. L'histoire qui m'a plus marqué réellement, c'est celle de Molly Finch, celle qui se transforme en animal plusieurs fois au cours de l'histoire. C'est vraiment cette histoire qui m'a le plus marqué, je l'ai adoré. C'est le personnage que j'ai adoré le plus jouer. C'est dommage que ce let's play soit fini. Je tiens aussi à vous préciser que je suis désolé de ne pas avoir parlé durant les vidéos, mais je voulais laisser le suspense et les ambiances. Mais je me suis rendu compte qu'au deuxième épisode, ne pas parler, c'est pas top pour les gens, puis c'est ennuyeux à regarder. Je m'en excuse, mais c'est une erreur que j'éviterai de reproduire durant les prochaines vidéos. En tout cas, n'hésitez pas à me dire en commentaire ce que vous avez pensé du jeu en globalité, des personnages, des histoires. En tout cas, je vous remercie, c'était Undervalcause.